Welcome to Curious Kids HQ, where every question leads to an adventure. Whether you're fascinated by fun facts, mysterious places, or amazing experiments, we've got you covered. From the depths of the ocean to the spookiest corners of the world, there's always something new to explore. So, get ready to dive into the unknown, solve cool riddles, and discover the wonders of the world, one fun video at a time. Hit that subscribe button and let's get curious together. Picture this, a quiet, eerie canal in the heart of Mexico City. You're floating down the still waters of Xochimilco, a place where the vibrant sounds of the city seem to disappear. The lush green trees line the canal's edges, their branches swaying gently in the wind. But as you continue to glide along, you notice something odd. There, hanging from the trees, are dolls, hundreds of them. Old, dirty, decaying dolls, some missing limbs, others with wide, staring eyes that seem to follow your every move. Welcome to Isla de las Muñecas, the island of the dolls. The island, tucked away among Xochimilco's winding canals, is like something straight out of a ghost story. It's a place where legends come to life, and where the line between what's real and what's imagined feels blurred. But how did this island come to be filled with dolls? And why does it have such a spooky reputation? The tale begins many years ago with a man named Don Julian Santana. He was the caretaker of this small, isolated piece of land. Don Julian wasn't like most people. He lived alone on the island, surrounded by the quiet sounds of nature and the gentle flow of the canals. But one day, something happened that would change the island forever. According to local legend, Don Julian discovered the body of a young girl who had tragically drowned in the canal near his island. He was devastated by the loss, but something about the incident stayed with him. Some say that he felt the presence of the girl's spirit lingering on the island. Others claim that he heard whispers in the wind, as if the girl was calling out to him. Either way, Don Julian became convinced that the girl's spirit was still there, and he wanted to do something to protect the island from her restless soul. In an attempt to appease her spirit, Don Julian began to hang dolls from the trees. He found them floating in the canals, abandoned by the water, or picked them up from trash heaps. One by one, he added them to the island. Some were missing eyes or limbs, others were broken and dirty, but it didn't matter. To Don Julian, these dolls were offerings, gifts to the girl's spirit. Maybe, he thought, they would bring her peace. But as the years went by, something strange began to happen. The dolls, once simply eerie decorations, seemed to take on a life of their own. Visitors to the island reported hearing soft whispers, as if the dolls themselves were speaking. Others swore that they saw the dolls move, their heads turning ever so slightly or their arms swaying in the breeze when there was no wind. Don Julian himself became more and more obsessed with the dolls. He believed that the dolls were keeping the girl's spirit at bay, and he continued to collect more and more of them. Over time, the island became a forest of forgotten toys, their lifeless faces peering down at anyone brave enough to visit. Today, Isla de las Muñecas is one of the most unusual and eerie places you can visit in Mexico. Tourists who visit the island often describe feeling uneasy, as if the dolls are watching them. The island is covered in cobwebs, with the dolls slowly decaying over time. Some are missing eyes, while others have limbs that dangle precariously from the trees. The atmosphere is haunting, and many people feel a chill in the air as soon as they step foot on the island. But it's not just the way the dolls look that makes the island so creepy. It's the feeling that something more is going on. Some visitors claim that they've heard the dolls whispering, even though no one else was around. Others have said that they felt a strange energy on the island, as if they weren't alone. Could it be the spirit of the young girl that Don Julian was trying to appease? Or is it something else entirely? There are also those who believe that the dolls themselves are possessed by spirits. They think that each doll carries a piece of the girl's soul and that they are watching over the island. Whether or not that's true, one thing is certain: Isla de las Muñecas is not for the faint of heart. As for Don Julian, his life on the island ended in a mysterious way. In 2001, after years of living alone among the dolls, Don Julian was found dead. The cause of his death? Drowning, in the very same canal where he had found the young girl all those years ago. Some people say that the girl's spirit finally claimed him, while others believe that he had simply lived too long in isolation and lost his way. Whatever the reason, Don Julian's death only added to the island's eerie reputation. Now, visitors not only come to see the creepy dolls, but also to pay their respects to the man who spent his life trying to make peace with the supernatural. Of course, not everyone believes the legend. Some say that the story of the drowned girl is just that, a story. They think that Don Julian was simply a lonely man who started collecting dolls for no real reason, and that the tales of spirits and whispers were made up by those who wanted to make the island seem more mysterious. But whether you believe in the legend or not, there's no denying that Isla de las Muñecas has a unique and unsettling charm. It's a place where history, mystery, and the paranormal come together, creating an experience that's both fascinating and frightening. If you're feeling brave, you can visit Isla de las Muñecas yourself, but be warned, it's not your typical tourist attraction. The island is accessible only by boat, and the journey through Xochimilco's canals can take a while. As you approach the island, the sight of the dolls hanging from the trees is enough to send shivers down your spine. Once you're there, you can explore the island and see the dolls up close. Some are dressed in tattered clothes, while others are missing their eyes or limbs. It's a sight that's both creepy and captivating, and it's sure to stay with you long after you leave. So, would you visit Isla de las Muñecas? Do you think the dolls really move? Or is it all just part of the legend? One thing is for sure, whether you believe in ghosts or not, the island has a story that's hard to forget. Thanks for joining us on this thrilling adventure. If you enjoyed learning about the mysterious island of the dolls, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and share this video with your friends. Got any questions or cool places you want us to explore next? Let us know in the comments below. And hey, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss another fun fact or creepy mystery. Until next time, stay curious, stay adventurous, and keep exploring with Curious Kids HQ.